Hey now, it's Little Paulette without the gang. I am back with Our Kind of People, Season 1, Episode 2, My Mother Myself Recap, Part 5. How y'all doing? Angela's getting ready for that party. And Piggy sitting on the couch and she like, what's the plan? And just like, I just got to get in that program, get in that building so I can see what I can find inside. And she was like, okay, well, me and Nikki will come separately because the last thing you need is a peanut gallery in the back seat while you going to pick up your boo thing. Piggy is so funny. I love Debbie Morgan. Angela like, it's just the first date. I don't know about a boo thing. And Aunt Piggy is like, girl, this is life, and we got to grab all that we can. So, boo thing it is. And she got on this dope-ass dress. She walks in the party, and she whispers, tonight's for you, mama. Oh, sniggity snap. It's the Black Diamond Ball. Oh, my God. Why did I just think? I forgot she told him she's going to a party tonight. But I forgot it was the Black Diamond Ball, and she has on this black glittery dress, and she's there with Tyree. They look good together. They're taking pictures on the red carpet. Duh. And they're like, oh, it's hot. I swear when black folk get together, the temperature rises. Tyree said, you sure it's not me? She was like, Negro, please, get it together. She walked away looking all cute. Natural hairstyle, dope. And Leah and Raymond come up. Leah looks so nice. She has on this pink fitted dress with a marabou feathers going across. And her husband looks nice too. And they're getting interviewed. Like when people are coming down the red carpet and all of a sudden you hear all this loud noise. And it's a group of black people. And one of them in the lead is Aunt Bam from Medea. Look at that. I done talked up somebody from Medea. And Bam, Cassie Davis, she comes up and she won whatever this thing is that the Grace Cities gave away. Yeah, she was an honoree, and her name was Mrs. Birdie Dickerson. She looked so cute. And Bam. And Birdie was like, it's such an honor to be next to Leah Franklin and the woman behind the Forbes cover. And she like, the woman's behind the Forbes cover. And Angela's like, yeah, in the bio, it mentions the products that was used to style. And I was mentioned in there. And remember, she picked up that bottle and was like, this heifer is everywhere. Eve's crown. Angela looked at Raymond and said, remember, you wanted me to create buzz. Zzz. Yes, she did. Leah walked away to let them finish taking pictures. And Raymond tried to walk away too. She told him, stay on here, sweetie, with your fine ass. And Bam cussing. Yes, honey. Raymond is like, congratulations, I guess, because you made it in the Forbes. And she was like, you wanted to see me on the map. Now I'm on the map. And she was just talking about how great, our hair makes us feel the power that it gives us, etc. Raymond was feeling all of that too. He was like, call my office and set up an appointment. You're one step closer in the incubator program. And Angela was like, thank you. See, do that work? She did the work. She did the work, y'all. Then this band, I think it sounds like African music. Maybe it's that soca music, but this African band starts playing. They start dancing. Everybody's dancing like, hey. And Aunt Piggy and Nikki walk in, and Aunt Piggy is like, oh my God, this is like gorgeous, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? Then she see, I guess, a good looking dude, and she's like, look at that fine black chocolate glass of water or something like that. Something to that effect. Aunt Piggy is a trip. I love her. And then Quincy, who is Leah and Raymond's son, Lauren's twin brother, he comes up to Nikki like, Nikki, I haven't seen you since Taylor's accident. How you been? And Piggy is standing there, and she turns around to leave, and she said, kissing cousins ain't godly. And Nikki got this look on her face like, starts like trying to let Quincy down easy, saying that she thinks he's nice and everything, but they should just be friends. And Lauren comes walking up. You told my mother about Taylor? Even though her mother told her she saw the pictures in her phone. And then Nikki's like, I didn't tell your mother anything. And she's like, you don't belong here. And she's like, unless you're trying to serve me a drink like your grandmother. And Quincy's like, oh, no, leave her alone. And Nikki's like, no one has to defend me. Like, they don't even know. Like I said before, Nikki got suspended or kicked out of school because she beat the brakes off of somebody. And it's on video. And please, she don't want none of that. She's like, don't nobody need to protect me. I belong here just as much as you, and I got receipts. You know, I did the way back like Gina and Martin. And Nikki was like, my mother is not just some broke ass from Boston, and neither am I. Where ya? And then Angela came like, Nikki, what are you doing? And snatched her away. Child, Nikki almost told. The way back. That's what we gonna call that, doing the way back. And Nikki was like, I sat with Mama Eva and I learned the same stories that she told you. Like they wanted us to shave our hair because they wanted us to forget, just like you want to forget about Mama Eva, and runs off. And Angela's like, Nikki! She don't want to be loud, but she trying to get her attention. And she looks so pretty when she get mad. But that is interrupted because then they announced that Teddy Franklin and Leah Franklin DuPont are coming out on stage. And Angela turns around really slow. And then they show like Teddy coming out like in slow motion and Leah right behind him like in slow motion. And she looks like she is in awe. Like a little girl. My daddy. My daddy. And he is just like, I have been asked to honor my princess. Oh, no, I can't call that anymore. A queen in her own right. And he was like, who knew that she would set her sights on my company? He said, the apple will fall, but it doesn't roll far from the tree. The way back. Yeah, we had to go way back for that one again. And meanwhile, poor Angela, she is just looking like a hurt little puppy dog, crying, looking so sad, because this is the first time that she's actually really looked at Teddy, I guess. Poor baby. And then Teddy says, I'm afraid there has been a misunderstanding. I am not retiring. Way back, y'all. Way back. Leah is looking utterly confused. Teddy is just announcing to everybody and her that he ain't going nowhere. This mug is like, I am still chairman and she is still second in command to Leah. Raymond in the audience looking hot as fish grease. Like, this mother here. Then he grabs her hand and takes her off stage, and he whispers to her that she should have looked closer at them papers, because them shell companies that can get him in trouble, they belong to your husband too. So when you get him, you get me. Way back, y'all. Didn't I tell you Teddy was trash? Now this is daughter. Then the ninja straight up told her and grabbed her shoulders real lightly, I told you, I am better at this than you are. Way back. Oh, please like, comment, and subscribe. And his hands start shaking like uncontrollably. Just one. while he's standing there, and she looks down at his hand and he grabs it and just walks away. What that mean, y'all? I know two possible things it could be. Meanwhile, Angela is just standing there still staring at him. And he walks down to the crowd and he's shaking hands, and she's still in the middle of the party just looking like, heaving. Like, oh my God, that's him. And she's just watching him, following him with her eyes and turning her body, everywhere he goes, watching. And then she starts following him like a little kid running after their dad. And then she has a flashback. And when she's running out of that building saying, Daddy. And she's running just like that, like a little kid kind of waddling, running after her dad. And of course, Tyree comes up behind her because he's like, look, I'm here with you. What you doing running after him? And of course, he has to stop at the end, right before the door, and give the side profile so she can have the memory of the side profile of him at the car. And Tyree is coming up, and he, kind of gently grabs her. He touches her face, and he's like, hey, like, what's going on? And Angela is just like very like anxious, and she says, just leave me alone, please. And she just runs away from him. And then next thing you know, she's running on to the beach, and she's throwing up in the water, in the beach water. And Nikki runs out from the party. I guess she saw her mother run out, and she's like, Mom. And Angela's like, I couldn't say a word to him, looking so distraught. And her and Nikki and holding hands in front of the beach. And she's like, not a word. And it cuts to Raymond yelling, you told me you would help me get my business back. And she was like, I know, but I didn't even get a chance. And you to even talk to the board about it. And you know how these shareholders are. And he was like, I don't want to hear no excuses. He like, I want my business back. You said you was going to help me get it. I want my shit back. And Raymond is like, this is all about your father. He needs to have control of any and everybody that's in his orbit. He tired of Teddy Franklin. Because he was like, even you, he got to have control of you. And she's like, just give me some time. But remember, Leah is her father. Raymond like, oh, you think he just going to give you control because you his queen. He was like, you living in a fairy tale. Wake up. Now he being a little too crazy because he sound like he hating now. She was like, why are you, don't talk to me that way, whatever. He was like, well, don't be gullible. I just wish you would stand with me for a change. I guess he said she always picked her dad's side over his. And Raymond marches out, and next thing you know, remember old white boy I told you that was his best friend? Well, his name is Jack. And they never say what his name is up until now. And he says, are you all right? She's standing there just looking all sad. And she's like, oh, hey, Jack. But she don't sound as chipper as that, but she's kind of surprised to see him. But, she's trying to not sound as sad as what she really is. And she was like, oh, I didn't see you there. And he's like, oh, my bad. I was just walking up. And she was like, you don't believe anything this guy says. And she's like, well, he seemed pretty convincing. Jack, like, he's lucky to have you. And he knows it. Way back, y'all. Way back. And Leah was, very polite. Oh, thanks. And she stands up to leave, and this ninja Jack kisses her hard on the lips. And you know what happens? Her daughter busts in. Well, not busts in, but she opens the door looking for her mother, Mom. And she saw it. And she take off running because she's the daddy's girl. And she got her shoulders up, and she having anxiety. She come out looking like she's just horrified, and the first person she sees is her father. And she tries to straighten up, but her father already sees her. And he's like, what's up, baby? You shaking? And Leah comes walking up. Oh, maybe we should discuss this at home. And her mother, she whispers something to her mother, which I couldn't hear. I kept reminding her, but I couldn't hear it. And she walks past her, and then next thing you know, she walks right into the police. And they like, Lauren DuPont. And they said Taylor woke up and she released an official statement, and she said it wasn't an accident. You pushed her. Way back, y'all. Way back. Way back. motherfucker pushed Taylor off the ship. Yes, she did. And she gonna tell the cops, no, she wouldn't say that. They're gonna turn around and Nikki talking about, you were there, you saw it. Nikki was like, no, I didn't see. Leah gonna come walking up on Nikki like she Miss Sophia. Angela walked in front of her and said, I think twice before you step up on my baby girl. Shut it down. And that little ass got arrested for attempted murder of Taylor Woods. Trying to keep Taylor quiet. Daddy, I didn't do this. Daddy, I'ma fix it, sweetheart. While they snatching her little ass away. Cousin Angela walking over to Lance's house. I'm sorry, Tyree. And he's in his back pool doing a few laps. And she went to apologize. She was like, a lot of stuff happened tonight. And he's like, that's all you got to say to me? And she like, what else is there to say? Tyree like, I'm trying to figure out what I think I saw. Like, 1 minute you in there with me, and the next minute you chasing after Teddy Franklin. What, you got business with him? Are you involved with him? But she was like, I was just asking him a business question. Oh, why should I just tell the truth? She was like, but it was cool watching him honor his daughter like that. I could tell he really loves her. Tyree, of course he loves her. He's her father. And Angela's like, I wouldn't know. She tells him, I just found out who my father was, and to be honest with you, it has been a mind trip. And he just looking around like he don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? She like, meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out everything. I'm questioning everything. Leah just walking around like she know everything. And he's like, I known them a long time. I worked for them. My father died for them. Blah, blah, blah. He was the head of security and he was killed in the line of duty. Lip up. And he was like, Teddy made sure I was straight. And she was like, just like that, huh? He just took care of somebody else's son and not the... And then she stopped. Didn't take care of her. Tyree said that he learned to float and that helped him, float in the pool, that helped him to forgive his father. And he said he want to teach Angela how to do that. Don't forget to please like, comment, and subscribe. I know this one is a little bit longer than usual, but I didn't want to make it into two. And Angela is in the pool with him. She had on a dress, so he just pulled the dress down, and she had on the bra and panties. And they making out in the pool and everything. And they playing a dope song, but I might get a copyright strike if I play it. And next thing you know, they on the bridge, and they do the ritual of releasing the mother's ashes into the water that she want to release in. Everybody's dressed in white, and I love it. I love these type of rituals. I wish more black people would get back to their roots and do stuff like this more. And each person has to say something.
Soulful cries out of the huts of history's shame. I rise up from a past that's rooted in pain. I rise. I'm a black ocean.
It's powerful, right? I'm just stopping it because of YouTube, but I wanted you to hear a little bit of the ritual.
Leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear with the tide, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave.
Yes, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave.
And the dream and the hope of the slave.
Yes.
I rise. I rise.
Leah busting her father's office, talking about she put a call into the firm. She can't fail Lauren again. And Teddy's like, I'll handle whatever trouble Lauren has been in like I always do. Your job is to protect the legacy of this firm. And he admits to her that she was right about that night, and he was there, and he was ending an affair, and he chose her and her mother over Angela. And her mother, it was an affair. So he just admitted that Angela was his daughter, and he said, make no mistake about it, Angela is your sister. Way back, y'all. Way back. Way back. Yes, honey. Woo, she got hot. She was like, and I look like a damn fool again because of you. And he was playing chess. She went and looked like she was about to slap him, but she slapped that whole, every piece off that chess game. They ain't gonna have the nerve to say, get it out your system so we can start a real chess game, so we can start figuring out how we can get rid of her before she finds some real skeletons in this family. I ain't go all the way back for that because we shouldn't be surprised. Meanwhile, Aunt Piggy burning a picture of her and the dude in the damn sink at the house, and you hear the front door open, and it's Teddy Franklin just walking their house. Piggy had a gun in the drawer in the kitchen, honey. She went and grabbed that gun and told him he got to get out. And he gonna say, well, is that any way to talk to an old friend? And of course it went off. So that is season 1, episode 2. My Mother, Myself. That's the end. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me if you hate me. Tell me if you love me. Tell me if you enjoy the show. Tell me if you hate the show. If you started watching it now, tell me whatever. I want to hear how you think. Thank you guys again. Have a great day. Blessed night, blessed day, evening, morning, night, noon, whatever. Peace.